Hello, welcome back to the channel. Now today's video is going to be yet another rehouse video. Well, two actually. Now these two spiders, when I got back into tarantula keeping around about a year and a half ago, these were the first two spiders which I ordered from the spider shop. Now they have featured on this channel before, so quite heavily, so you may be bored of seeing the same spiders again and again. But I don't have a huge collection at the moment. Um, I have under 50 tarantulas at the moment. So I know that sounds like a lot for some people, 50, but obviously, there's you guys out there with hundreds. But so yeah, I do have to keep showing the same tarantulas, unfortunately. But these two spiders today, now they are arboreal tarantulas, and I'm going to put them into their forever homes now. Now, some people might think they are a little bit small to put up, into bigger tanks, but kind of setups they're in at the moment, they're kind of getting a little bit complicated, with sort of the webbing and so you'll see what I'm talking about in the video. So let's get on and get these spiders into their nice shiny new homes. So first up we have one of my favourite avicularias, the M2. Now it's been in this food container for a little while. It's kind of abandoned its bark retreat now, and it's just webbed up like crazy. Now it's a little bit nervous now in this setup. It's hasn't really got anywhere to retreat to. Also feeding is a little bit difficult now. The crickets, they just kind of fall through like a game of Kaplunk. So it's time to move this one up. So I'm going to pop it into the Exoterra 20 by 20 by 30. Now I have quite a few arboreal tarantulas at the moment, which are all growing quite quickly. So I had this one set up, ready to go. Now this isn't a huge tarantula at the moment, so some people might think, this is a bit of a big tank to put it in, but I do like to give my Avix a bit of room anyway. And like I say, the container it's in at the moment is a little bit cramped now, becoming a little bit difficult for the spider. Now with your Avix, they're really well behaved spiders. They can shoot poo at you, which which did happen to me recently for the first time with a little purpurea sling. So it's quite a comical defence mechanism. But no, generally, really, really well behaved spiders. They are my favourite group of spiders, the Avix. As you can see, this one's pretty much got its adult colours now. I guess you'd probably class this as a large juvenile now. You do have to be a little bit firm with your Avix sometimes, give them a little bit of a light shove now and again. Oh, don't panic, I will be adding a water dish. Probably put one on the floor at the moment. I've run out of hot glue gun sticks at the moment, so I usually stick my water dishes up sort of a bit higher for my arboreals. Got a couple of bits of moss here from the woods and a nice deadfall branch. Do like to put a branch in with my arboreals because quite often, they will sit out. You can get a real good look at them. So as the Duroensis gets a little bit bigger, it will darken up a little bit. The carapace will turn more of a sort of purpley colour. In terms of the leg span, these guys are pretty big actually. They can get to around about 18-20 centimetres. So a real face hugger of an arboreal tarantula. But definitely one of my favourite spiders. I've got quite a few Avix now in the collection. But up next, we're going to pop my Ibirapora diversipes into a similar tank to this one. So on to the next spider. So the Y diversipes is in the same type of container as the Avic. Now, this one, it does use the cork hide, but it's starting to look a little bit tired in here now. And such a pretty spider. Really like to get it into a glass tank now. So you can see it has molted again quite recently. I think I don't know, put it in this one around about 10 months ago or maybe a year. Done really well in this container, but like I say, it's looking pretty tired now, and it's quite a basic setup. So a very similar setup to the Avic. This particular terrarium is a Pro Rep, 200 by 200 by 300 millimeters. So it's basically your 30 by 20 by 20. The lids are a little bit strange on your Pro Reps, but I do quite like the general look of them. They're nice and clear and easy to see into. Now this tea has calmed down quite considerably from when it was a sling. When it was around about sort of 2 centimeters, it was a little bit bolty and did like a leap of faith now and again. But as it's got bigger now, it's generally quite a calm spider. I'm just sort of laying the paintbrush across the legs, just try and get it to turn around and face the other way. A lot of people say that the diversipies, that when they become adults, they're not quite as pretty, but I think they're still really stunning spiders as adults. They're the sort of spider, whatever angle you look at them and the light catches them, there's lots of different colours going on. There's about a sort of a medium-sized tarantula when they're adults, around about sort of 5.5 inches or so. There we go, we're nearly there. In some ways, arboreals, they can be easier to rehouse because they have a tendency to go up. It's quite easy sometimes to get them go from one container to the other. Hopefully it'll find somewhere around the back of the cork bark to start webbing up. I popped a bit of moss behind there for some anchor points. I'm hopeful that this one is a female. I know that ventral sexing is quite a sort of a dark art, but maybe if anyone in the comments thinks that from this view it is a female, let me know. I'm hopeful that it is this one by the body shape. So fingers crossed, because you don't really see many adult females available. Real stunning spider. It looks really nice in this setup. Now, if you're new to the hobby, and you might find keeping arboreals a little intimidating. I know I certainly did when I first started. I had this sort of picture in my head that they'd be really difficult to look after, but it's really not the case. There's no reason why you can't get into arboreals quite early in your tarantula keeping journey. Some of your arboreals are super quick, like your Venezuelan sun tigers, sort of the whole Samopaeus genus. But your Arboreal here and your Avics, they generally are quite slow moving spiders. They can jump and they can be quick when they want to be, but generally, they're a pleasure to deal with. You very rarely get any kind of threat display from them or anything like that.
So with my avics, with these, I just keep a water dish topped up, have a bit of moss, which I sort of keep a little bit damp, and the rest of the tank, I will keep dry. And I find my avics, they do just fine with this kind of setup. So hope you've enjoyed seeing these two lovely arboreal tarantulas today, and hopefully there'll be some more to come soon. Like I say, I do have a few avics, so they will be popping up quite a lot, quite often. So like I say, I hope you've enjoyed today's video.
So there you go, two impeccably behaved arboreal tarantulas into their new homes. Now I hope you've enjoyed today's little video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Maybe consider subscribing. My channel is growing very, very slowly at the moment, but I do enjoy making the videos. So until next time, stay safe. See you again soon.